Hey everyone, it's Jen. Thank you so much for joining me today. Today I wanted to come on and show you some projects I made for Scrap Diva Designs, and these are some of the dies from the May release. So I'll link them down below in the description box. I'll also link my, I'll have my referral link. If you place an order at scrapdivadesigns.com through that link, I get a commission from the sale, which helps me out, doesn't affect your cost at all. Thank you guys so much when you use that, and you can always use my coupon code Strawberry Cream. That will save you 10% at checkout. And again, thank you for using that. All right, so I have a few projects. The first one is using this sweet little mini album. It's called the Gumball mini album, and it comes with all of these pieces to make either a mini album or an embellishment or a card. Of course, you know me, I made a card. And you can make it into a shaker too, which is great because with the gumball window, it really lends itself to adding like little bits that look like gumballs. There's emboss line details on it. There are 3 layers for the mini album, the stitch layer, the one that has the frame, and then the outer layer as well. There is a frame you can add to further embellish your window. There are trim pieces and more layering pieces. And it even has this little piece that opens up, so you could stick in like a little gumball or a coin or something like that too. So let me show you what I made. Like I mentioned, I made it into a card, and mine is kind of a birthday card, I guess. And the paper I used is it's an older one from Doodlebug called Hey Cupcake. It came out in 2020, but I don't think I've used it yet. I got it fairly recently, so I thought it'd be perfect for this card. And it's just really pretty bright colors, and the focal print that I used has these little kittens on it with birds and balloons. So like I mentioned, I made it into a shaker, and I used those tiny little ball shaker bits, and these I think came from a pack from Walmart a while ago. And then I used scrapbook.com glossy paper for a lot of the trim pieces. This trim piece actually has emboss lines on it, just lots of nice little details. There is a little like cutout here too on the layering piece, so I just stuck like a little gold coin in there. Like I mentioned, this opens up. I didn't put anything in there, but it's just a fun little detail. And the frame layer is popped up on foam, of course. Well, I cut it out of foam board. And then the acetate I used is that paper pack that I got recently from Walmart. And I did, like I mentioned in my haul video, I turned it upside down, or I used the back side of it to make it look a little bit more pastel. And then this is a little puffy sticker from, I think that was, I don't remember, doesn't matter, but I thought it looked like a gumball too, so added that. And then I just kind of built up my layers for my card to fit the embellishment and just to look nice too. And these, I had these rectangle stitch dies in my stash. So let's go ahead and measure this. Oh, yep, that's the right side. Measure this gumball machine. This is, the outer layer is about 5 3/4 inches, and then side to side at the widest part it is just about 3, maybe a little over 3 inches. And then the inside of my card, in case you're curious, looks like this. And I use the, what's that called, Life of the Party collection from American Crafts to just add a sentiment. This paper comes from that Hey Cupcake paper pad too. So yeah, my first project for today. I hope you enjoyed it. I had so much fun making this. I love gumball machines, and I just like all the different trim pieces and layering pieces. It just adds, it makes it really nice and detailed. So there we go. Let's move on to project number 2. And that is using this gorgeous die set. This is called the Aster Flower Bag Topper. And it comes with 2 sizes of bag toppers, the larger one and the smaller one. I made one of each to show you. And then it comes with all of these pretty Aster flowers. You can make them look like sunflowers too. Erica's dies cut so well, so all these little pieces that you think would be difficult to cut out, they just cut very, very well on a regular you know, die cutting machine. So yeah, you can combine the flower layers in different orders depending on how dimensional you want your bag topper to be. And also, of course, if you don't want to make it into a bag topper, you don't have to use that background piece. You could just, you know, make an embellishment with the flower parts. It has the center part as well, and then a frame to go around the center. So lots of nice details, stitching around the bag topper. You just cut this out twice. You can cut one of the tabs off the back one, or cut the tab off the back one and then just fold the front over the back, and you have an instant bag topper. So let me show you the first one I made. This is the larger one. Isn't that pretty? I used the new paper from Lawn Fawn that I've shown before. It's got all these pretty little florals, and I used the yellow one. So like I mentioned, I cut it out twice, and I just folded the glue tab over the back. I had cut off the back one. And then for the flower itself, I used 3 different sizes of the flower layers. You can see there's the biggest one in the back. I used this pale yellow paper. And then for the second biggest one, I used a little bit darker yellow paper and offset it a little. And then I used that same pale yellow for the third layer. And I did pop them all up, I don't know if you could see, on some thin foam tape, just to give it a little bit of dimension. And then for the center and for the frame for the center, I used some green paper from that same paper pad. I think it's called like oh, I have it right here. It's called Blissful Blossoms. And I actually used the 12 by 12 version of this for this bag topper. I used the 6 by 6 for the next one I'll show you. And then these stickers come from, hang on. This sticker sheet from Dear Lizzie, well, puffy stickers. I think I'd gotten these from like Michael's. I think they were doing one of their dollar sticker things, either that or from Joann's when it was still in business. But I thought those birds look so pretty there. Then I have some ephemera. This comes from the new lemonade collection that I got from Scrap Diva as well. I added a couple of, well, 6 diamond dots just to add a little bit of dimension on that as well. And I just love the yellows and soft greens. I think it's so pretty. So let's take some measurements. Okay, the whole bag topper itself, top to bottom, is about 5 inches. And then side to side at the biggest point, it is about 4 inches. And also what I wanted to note is the bag topper, it's got the pretty like uneven edges. So it's just not, or it's not just a, you know, plain circle. It has a little bit of interest in addition to that stitching detail. So then, you know, the floral you can make as big as you want. The biggest floral diameter is, let's see, that's about 3 3/4 inches. So really nice and big. And I think those birds just look so cute there, right? So I don't know, it looks more like a sunflower when you make it in yellow to me. I guess if you use brown for the center, it would really look like a sunflower. You could also make it look like a sun too with the rays going out. That would be a fun way to make this. So that's the next one. The other one I wanted to show you, I also used, let me show you the other dice that I made because I have like a whole project to share with you. Okay, so I used this die set, which is called the Postage Stamp Card Base. And I didn't use the card part. That's these 2 big layers. I used these dies right here. And these go together. This stamp die here cuts out a frame. You can see the cutting lines there. And this one just cuts out a background. So this goes on top of that. So I wanted to make some like postage stamp embellishments, and I used that. And I used some of the little accent pieces too. I used this cute little fish. And then for this plate die here, which is great, you can run it through your die cutting machine once and cut out all these little images. I think I used the little teacup here that has the heart cut out, and I think that was it. Yeah, and then I used some stamps that I had in my stash. So this is the project, and it's got the smaller bag topper and then the cute little stamps. So let's start with the bag topper. Let's measure this one. This one is about 4 inches by 3.5, give or take. And this one I used 2 of the same size flower layer there. I used the glossy paper from, is that Scrap? No, that was for a different glossy paper. and then matte pink paper, and just staggered them, but those are the same size. And then I use the smallest flower die for the one in the front. And like I mentioned, I use the Blissful Blossoms paper pad, and then this is part of the branding strip from the Lemonade collection from Cardabella. So I use that to just add a little sentiment. This is a little bow from Hobby Lobby. I hauled that recently too. I think the sticker was also from the Dear Lizzie pack, and another bow from Hobby Lobby. Again, I made the back the same way as the first one, and I just think it's so pretty. Oh, I love those flowers. Love this delicate floral with all the soft colors. Okay, now down to the postage stamps. Aren't those so cute? Oh my gosh, I have like a stamp themed stamp set in my stash, actually a couple of them. Let me know if you want to know what those are, and I'll link them down below. But I just made like little embellishments. I put them on some removable tape, so whoever gets this can use these as they wish. And I made my own backgrounds with some like background stamps those are from Sweet Miss Daisy Designs. Here are little like star buttons, little flowers, a different kind of flower, and polka dots. And that's the little teacup that comes with the die set. And I cut it out twice and just offset it a little bit, added the cutout back inside. I did the same thing with the little fish. I cut it out twice out of this shimmer paper and out of gold paper too, and just kind of paper pieced it a little bit. And then here are some little enamel, well, they're not dots, they're hearts on that one. And I think they're so pretty. And this one here, made just for you in the 50 cents, I kind of messed them up, but I like how it looks. I stamped it with some metallic ink first, and I didn't think you could see it very well, so I stamped over it in black ink, but my stamp had moved a little bit, but it just looks like it's offset a little, so I just kept it that way. And I did the same thing for the 50 cents, and I added a cancellation stamp there. I love the different layers for these stamps because it just finishes them off really nicely. So let's measure these. Some I made vertical, some I made horizontal. So they are about almost 1.5 inches top to bottom. No, sorry, not 1.5. They're about 1 5/8 inches top to bottom. And then side to side, they are about 1 3/8. And that there are smaller ones. There's a smaller set too you can make if you want to. I just stuck with the larger ones. So I think this is a nice little crafty gift, right? All right, so those are my projects for today. Again, they'll all be linked down below along with my referral link. I'm sorry, I can't talk today. And my coupon code. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Please subscribe if you haven't subscribed yet. I'm so glad you're here. And if you're new, welcome, and thank you so much to the wonderful people who keep returning. I really appreciate you all. Leave me a comment. I'd love to hear what you think. I'll be back soon. Until then, I hope you guys have a great day and take care. Bye-bye.